Hi there, my name is Caleb Jordan. This is my resume rewrite. On the left is the position I'm trying to achieve. The middle is my original resume. And then on the right is going to be my rewrite. While rewriting my resume, one of my main worries was not only resume bias by humans, but also biased AI resume reading tools used by many companies in the modern era. Due to that fear, I removed not only my email address, but also my home address to avoid any bias that would be caused by where I live or the email I use. I use the terms resume bias by humans and biased AI resume from our business rhetoric Mambongi list. I selected these terms specifically because of not only the fear of human bias being a constant, but the rise of biased AI only choosing which resume is best, which makes the need to have a perfect resume even more than before. I would say the fear of biased AI would mainly be due to the fact of 67 to 82% of AI preferring resumes written by AI sharing the same open source code. The University of Maryland 2026. The fear of biased AIs. The fear of human bias comes mainly from racism, sexism, and jealousy. For example, the need for minority workers to have to delete their ethnicity from their resumes due to the bias from humans. Girdman 2017. I also decided to remove my phone number from my resume too. I connected the decision to Cryos due to my phone number only being important information for my employer after they have already asked for it. Cryos is the term found in our media literacy and social media Mambongi list. Cryos teaches people to recognize the right moment for quick and calculated actions. Barrett 2020. While looking at the skills portion of my resume, I thought about how well it relates to our term logos from our media literacy and social media Mambongi list. I thought logos fit due to it appealing to the audience's sense of logic or reason. Scopa 2017. For my previous employment, I wanted to not only show who I was through intersectionality, but I also used critical thinking to decide which jobs I picked for my resume. I used the term intersectionality found in the psychology rhetoric's Mambongi list. I chose this term due to intersectionality being used to emphasize that different dimensions of identity are not isolated from one another. Sammy 2023. I used the term critical thinker from our psychology rhetoric Mambongi list because I used careful thinking directed towards my goal of what job I'm trying to achieve. Hitchcock 2024. Finally, I thought about who I was while rewriting my education portion. I got the idea from the Mambongi term, who are you, in our psychological rhetorics list. I use my education to not only help me get the job I am pursuing, but I'm also using it to show how caring of a person I am by mainly only focusing on medical education and helping educate the further generations of the world. Here's my citations page. Here's my first source, the University of Maryland Robert H. Smith School of Business. I believe this is a credible source because this is an academic institution. For my next source, I have the Harvard Business School. Again, like my previous source, it is an academic institute, so I believe it would be a credible source due to the scholars that work on the information released. This is going to be my third source of information, the Institute for Advanced Study. I believe that this is a credible source because it is an academic institution. For my fourth site, I have LitCharts. Besides for logos relating to Christianity, this was the main definition of logos that I could find. I believe that this is a credible source because LitCharts is not only used by students, it's used by professors, teachers, and scholars. This is my next source. It is the Britannica. I believe that this is a credible source because multiple scholars work together in collaboration to write these articles and to edit them throughout time. And for my final source, I have the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. I believe this is a credible source because it is an institution of academics.